Steve, who had been kidnapped, is finally rescued.
Stephen Smith, I am your mother! Now get out of that cage!
It turns out that not long ago, Francine and Stan both wanted to prove their parenting style was the right one, so Stan cloned an identical version of Steve. He took the clone with him, made him go jogging every morning, and sit down for a full breakfast. Meanwhile, Francine let Steve do whatever he wanted, allowing him to stay up all night playing video games. Under strict discipline, the clone Steve performed really well. He even learned how to pick the sweetest watermelon. On the other side, the real Steve spent all day addicted to video games, and even found some very questionable new ways to use a watermelon. 3 months later, the clone Steve came home with first place in a track meet, while Steve brought back a ridiculous world record trophy for excessive self-pleasure, including one time doing it 11 times in a single day, or 13 if you count the ones that didn't finish. This gave Stan the perfect excuse to mock Francine, saying her parenting style was a complete failure.
Oh, look at that, he's starting a nose mining company.
Francine was about to argue back.
Shut up, Mom! Get me chips!
But that same day, Stan went down to the basement and found it completely emptied out. He questioned Steve, demanding to know what happened, but Steve swore he had been lying on the couch all day. Steve then handed Stan a letter, saying that little Steve could no longer handle the pressure and had run away from home.
Ha! You drove him off, just like you drove Haley off. I'm the better parent.
Stan was devastated, but at that moment, Francine discovered something shocking. The Steve standing in front of her had a disturbing habit of hurting cats.
He mutilates innocent cats. Yes, you raised a monster. Steve only ran away. I'm the better parent.
She confronted him and suddenly realized this wasn't the real Steve at all, but the clone. The moment his identity was exposed, the clone Steve didn't hesitate. He smashed through a window and escaped. Stan and Francine immediately jumped on their bikes and chased after him, tracking him all the way to an abandoned factory. There, they found the real Steve locked inside a metal cage. Just as they rushed in to save him, the truth finally came out. The overwhelming pressure from Stan had already pushed the clone Steve to his limit. All he wanted was to switch places with the real Steve and live an easy, carefree life. Stan immediately apologized and promised the clone he could have anything he wanted.
I want to kill Steve!
Okay.
Stan!
Right.
But the moment he spoke, the two of them started fighting, and the situation quickly turned dangerous. Meanwhile, Francine opened the cages and released all the abused cats. They swarmed in from every direction, and the clone Steve ended up falling down the stairs.
About time. It's 4 o'clock. Where are my 4 o'clock nachos?
I got this one. Stephen Smith, I am your mother! If you don't get out of that cage, I will push you back up my cloud hole and birth you again and name you my bitch! Now get out of that cage!